What's up, Geekiverse? It's Brunner 1.0, the corporate version. And I think watching this video is what's best for business. What's up, Geekiverse? It's the corporate version of Brunner 1.0. As you can see, the hair is gone. The flow has been donated to Pantene in beautiful lengths. If you ever have the opportunity to do so, I suggest you do it. Now that I am the evil villain, as Mr. Dan from our previous wrestling episode explained, if you have short hair, you're a villain. If you have long hair, you can kind of be the Shawn Michaels-esque type of wrestler and be the babyface. That being said, heel version, Brunner 1.0, WWE Payback, Chicago, Illinois, 5 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Boom, we're starting. Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin. I didn't get it. Why is Dolph Ziggler beating Baron Corbin this early in Corbin's main roster tenure? Doesn't make sense. I don't understand it. So, it was fine match-wise, but didn't make sense storyline-wise. U.S. champion Kalisto versus Ryback. Great match. Ryback came in. He did the CM Punk hand in the sand, and he checked his watch, and he did all that stuff. It's feeding time instead of it's clobbering time. It was great. I love the heel stuff, but it was a great wrestling match. Ryback really went all out, and that might be the last time we see him on television in a kickoff match for the U.S. title, in case you forgot what it looked like. Kalisto won that, by the way. Enzo Amore and Big Cass versus the Vaudevillains. Enzo got hurt, and this was a scary moment. It looked like he was doing a baseball slide under the second rope, or the bottom rope, sorry, and he just knocked his head because he hit the second rope, and it was terrifying. I thought it might be like a shoot. It might be a fake injury, but that dude was knocked out cold, and I joke about it and I laugh a little bit because he's okay. We got a tweet from Kevin Owens later in the night with Enzo yelling at Big Cass because they stopped the match. I didn't know what to do. So, Enzo Amore, we'll see you when you get back, man. Can't wait to see you for that crowd reaction because it's going to be epic. And hopefully they put you guys right back where you belong. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Match of the night, maybe. Awesome. It was hard to come back for the crowd after dealing with Enzo Amore getting knocked out, and then you have to get up and get excited for Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, but they did the best they could, and they had a great match. These two always just have spectacular matches. Kevin Owens won, which is what I kind of expected because that's what, Sami Zayn does. He loses. He's the lovable loser, and then next thing you know, he's winning this big thing. He's winning the NXT title, or he's making a great return against Kevin Owens in the Royal Rumble. Like, he's that guy that loses, but you never know when he's going to come back. After that, The Miz versus Cesaro in an Intercontinental title. Cesaro made The Miz tap, but then Maurice distracted the ref. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn got involved. So Miz retains, and it looks like those four will have a fatal four-way at some point, probably at Extreme Rules. Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho. The lead up to this was awesome. Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho are great talkers on the mic, and my clock stopped because apparently I hit a button, so I don't know where I'm at, but we'll see. I think I know how to put the timer at the bottom, so we'll see. Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho, great lead up. Match was okay. Dean Ambrose finally won. It seems like he hasn't won in 16 years, so Dean Ambrose gets a big victory there. Looks like they might have a rematch at Extreme Rules as well. WWE Women's Championship match, Charlotte versus Natalya. This was great until the end. Charlotte was in the sharpshooter, and, flip that. Natalya was in the sharpshooter. Charlotte had it on Natalya, and Charles Robinson called for the belt. So, screwjob, Chicago screwjob, calling back to the Montreal screwjob from 1997. I don't get it. I get it afterwards because the Raw, they show Charles Robinson is known as Little Nate in WCW, but I don't know that. Unless you're a huge fan who watched both shows through that era, then you know that, but they called back to it on Raw to kind of help me out, but it wasn't my biggest thing. Mr. McMahon revealed who would control Raw. Both of them. Stupid. Moving on. WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. Roman Reigns defeats AJ Styles. It was a great match, but there was just so much going on. It was a count out, and then I think Shane came out and said, we're not letting this count out. It was a DQ. we're not in this by DQ. Stephanie McMahon comes out, not in this by DQ. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson come out and interfere. The Usos interfere. It was just a cluster all at once, and Roman Reigns eventually retains. But we already know they were going to have a rematch on WWE Extreme Rules, and that is coming May 22nd, I believe. I don't have a calendar in front of me. Time's going down. I don't know where I'm at. Anyway, we are continuing to watch WWE wrestling because we love it, and we don't care what anyone thinks. That's all I got. Anyway, Brunner 1.0 corporate version saying, stick with the Geekiverse for all your wrestling news at the Geekiverse on Facebook? Question mark? Usually I've got other people around me to help me out. Don't have that this time. The underscore Geekiverse for Twitter and Instagram. And thegeekiverse.com for sure, because we are posting stuff left and right. I've actually written a few articles not about wrestling. Just saying. Just saying. Check it out. Geekiverse. Mic drop. Brunner 1.0.
Call me. What beta said? Call me Chewbacca. Whatever. That's why I haven't had to wear a coat in the studio all day. So I discovered
a homegrown sweater.
That's right. Anyone have a razor? Send it to me. Yeah. So